like MRIN, getting good volume here. Now, if you look at this in the overall grand scheme of things, if we were to take where it went from last night to where it is right now, even though it's to the upside, I mean, look, this has been trending down the whole morning, right? So some of this you've got to take into consideration too. So it popped last night, right? And then it popped again right here this morning, but it's been making lower lows. Do you see it? So if you drew a trend from here to here to here to here, this is to the downside. You see what I mean? So
Yes,
before we
sir.
get all excited and we're like, yeah, that's great. That's just not great. Really isn't. Where something like this, right? If we drew this out, this is more of a bull flag, right? So it's up, excuse me, comes out, and it looks like this. Does that make sense? Do you see how this one is trending to the upside, right? So this one to me would hold more weight. So if I popped in here this morning, I'd be like, hey, take a look at this TRVN, right? This one looks better. Came up, touched all these highs, touched VWAP, good sign because it bounced back, came back up, came back down here, touched VWAP. For those of you that don't know yet, there is no stops in pre-market. They don't exist. You can't use them. You also cannot put in a stop loss. You also cannot place a market order. You can only place a limit order, and there are no stop losses, which means you cannot have a check here. Otherwise, your order will never fill because it cannot fill that order because it can't put in a stop. So some things to remember, but if we are scalping off of VWAP, this would be a good trade. Why? This one had that, like I said, beautiful bull flag to the upside, right? It was trending up nicely, which is what you want to see. It came up, it touched back, came back up, touched right here, came up, touched right here again, came up, touched right here, and came up. So all of these are buying opportunities, right? And no, they don't have to be right to the penny. That's not exactly how stocks work. But sometimes, of course, we like to see it that way. But I'm just saying you guys could scalp this. So if you got in on any one of these and it went south on you, you already know if it falls below VWAP, you would get out, right? Otherwise, you can scalp it here, sell it when it pops up. Doesn't matter because we don't know where it is now. Of course, we know now because we can see the channel, right? So it's here, 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 right? This is the channel. You guys can see it. It's repeatedly doing it. So basically, if you're looking at this, you buy here, you sell here, you buy here, you sell here. Now, if this was a stock that also had a short, which it's not, up here next to it, this would say short. So, now this is way more advanced. If you have a margin account over 25,000, you know that you can have unlimited trading. So if that was the case, you could do multiple things. You could buy here, sell here, and then short here, and then sell here, buy here, and then do the same thing here. So really, we're doing multiple actions, right? So we're buying it on the bottom. It touches the top of that channel. We sell it out. We know that then most likely it's going to go back down. So now we short it because shorting means I'm going to the downside. And then we sell it again when it comes down here. And then we're anticipating the bounce of the bottom of the channel. And then we're buying here and repeat rinse. Now, I know that one was super advanced, but those are some of the things you guys can do throughout the day in the market. This is why I always tell you we don't care if the market goes up, we don't care if it goes down, right? Because we all know in here how to make money both ways. Now, if you did not, and there it goes, look at it, see it pulling back down to the down channel right here. If this was a regular market hours, instead of if you didn't want to buy those shares, you could do the same thing in regular market hours that I just did, except the nice thing with regular market hours is you could also use the stops, which is perfect because then it can't burn you up. Example, if you bought it here, your stop would be here. That way, if it does go against you, no harm, no foul. But we want it to ride back up to this channel to get our sell, right? So here's our protection during market hours. You are protected with your stop, right? Which we just don't get in pre-market. This is why if you're going to do it pre-market, just do it with smaller dollar amounts. And then you would do the same thing up here. If we were shorting it to the downside on the bounce of top of resistance, meaning we want it to go back down, well, now our stop would be right here, right? Just above it. So same thing. If we have our stop right here, right? And it does decide to finally make that one run up, well, no harm, no foul. We've got our stop.